The only thing we do here on this channel is teach affordable day trading, all about trading the Micro Eminis, specifically the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ100 Micro Eminis. Everyone who day trades anything has to deal with the question, how often, how many times should I be trading per hour, per week, per month? We're going to be taking on that question today, and I think you're going to find some of the answers are going to be quite a surprise. For example, let's look at this chart. It's May 2nd, 2023, and the chart goes from the market open at 9:30 out until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I'm going to call timeout here because I have something very important to tell you. Number one, I'm going to show you why people so easily believe this kind of trading is easygoing riches. And number two, I'm going to show you why that's totally false. Now, wouldn't it be nice if you and your spouse could look at your bank account and you could say, oh boy, we're about to go broke. We're running out of money. Hey, honey, let's just print some more. That'll solve the problem. Well, the government can do that, but you can't. So here's the pitch on how they make it look so easy to make money in this kind of trading. Now, I want you to imagine you're going into a casino sports betting room. You have Monday morning's paper, but it's only Saturday morning. And you go over and place your bets, and you win all the money you want. Well, here's how you do that, trading the micros. See those little red and green lines at the bottom? Well, when they do this, you sell. And then when they do this, you buy. It's real easy if you have Monday morning's paper. And that's what this chart is. This chart isn't live. It isn't dynamic. It isn't moving. You already know exactly what the market's going to do. So all you have to do is place your bets. Voila, free money. Now, right here on this page, you're looking at history, all of it. And this is why technical trading has so much public applause and praise about it, is because whenever it's on an historical chart like this, it is 100% accurate. Go back, look at any chart with any technical signal indicator, and you'll find that's true. But you never get to trade with this chart. It isn't even made yet when you enter a trade. Let's take a closer look at what's happening in the top pane of this. We'll go to the NASDAQ Micro Eminis, trading $2 a point, and remember, our candlesticks are 5 minutes wide. Now I'm going to do a few Q&As, a few questions and answers about the chart we see here on the screen. Let me get you fully orientated now. You see the market opens at 9:30, and from about 9:30 until 11 o'clock, that's the area highlighted with yellow, we see the market's going down pretty rapidly. And then the period of time in the blue is 11 a.m. Until about 12:30 in the afternoon. Now, which is it, the yellow or the blue, that has the highest volatility? Obviously, it's the yellow. Very large price swing. Candlesticks are taller. And that means more volatility during that time period. I don't talk about them very often, but those gray bars in the background there are the 5-minute candlestick times again, are the amount of volume during each of the candlesticks. And you can see in that yellow highlighted area, you have a higher volume, a lot more activity, and more price swings. Those all usually go together. Now, when you're picking your times to trade, this is good to know. Look at the blue area. The candlesticks are shorter, the price moves are much, much smaller. Now, in the market, as a generalization, not a fact, it doesn't happen every day, but the midday lulls are usually Eastern time between 11 o'clock and 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon. In the interest of being transparent here, the next question I'm about to ask you could be called a tricky question. Now, if you're trading in the yellow time frame or the blue time frame, the question is, which one, if you were trading in one or the other, would have the smallest stop loss order? Now, just to be clear, what I'm asking is, in which one, the yellow or the blue, would the stop loss trigger price be closer to the trading price? That's what I'm asking. I'm going to feel like Paul Harvey for just a minute here and tell you the rest of the story. Because in the yellow area, I traded 6 times in the yellow area, and I traded 0 times in the blue area. Now, I'll show you what happened. Of course, it was about a 55-minute time frame, start to finish. Trades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 right there. Now, neither you nor I will have the benefit of the genius of hindsight during trades. So when I made my first trade here, lasted about a minute. I lost $4.50 on it. But the reason I only lost $4.50 was my thinking was that the market's going to go down. That's where I thought the greatest probability for a trade was. But I also knew how badly and how quickly things can go wrong. So I put a really tight stop on it. My thinking was simple, really. If this is going to be a downtrend, I want to see it go down or I'm going to get out of the trade. It's that simple. For the sake of beginners, let me explain. Tight stop. What that means is I'm not risking very much money on the trade. So if I don't make money on the trade, at least I'm not going to lose very much. But my idea was I am going to trade as if this market is going down. Now at this point in time, I have not a clue that I'm going to be doing another 5 trades in the next 54 minutes. Now you hear me say this all the time in the videos. Even if you're good, you're only going to win about 60% of your trades and you'll lose about 40. You will have strings of good and bad luck over a period of time, but long term, 60-40. That's your odds. As I just did with this trade number 1, you can control how much you risk on a trade, but you can't control how much opportunity the market may or may not give you. You have no control over that. Now let's move up to trade number 2. Now this trade lasted 4 minutes and I lost $6.50. Other than that, it was pretty much the same as trade number 1. But if you're a beginner and those are the first 2 trades you ever did, you're probably thinking, oh heck, what did I do wrong? Well, nothing. Okay, trade number 3. This trade began with my confidence and my account size intact. So it was pretty much the same as trades 1 and 2, only in this one I made money. I used a close stop, but this time it paid off. And now trade number 4 of 6. Now take note here, this was the financially most successful trade of the entire 6. However, there was nothing significantly different about the stop loss. It was still small. My market view that the market was still going down. And you could say it's just good luck. But hey, at least I made the decision to be at the right place at the right time. So luck or not, the money's mine. Now trades 5 and 6, and you can see up there I made $13 and $4 on each of those respectively. Now you can see up there in the chart in the top middle of the screen there's only one green candle in the whole 55 minutes that I was trading. But I kind of made the same trade, just made it 6 times, and every time my strategy was the same. Now, one of the reasons I'm showing this series of those 6 trades, I want to point out to beginners, and this is a point I make in my book when I talk about practice trading. See, I define those first 2 trades, even though they lost a tiny amount of money, as successful trades because they were managed well. Losses were kept to a minimum, and you lived to fight another day. That's the name of the game. I was holding these 2 trades to the grindstone. I said, if you're not going to go down, I'm not going to let you take my money. Now, I have great sympathy for beginners because you don't yet have the experience to realize this. That's exactly why today in this video I put together this series of 6 trades that all happened in one downtrend over a period of time of 55 minutes. It's called context. You have to keep your eye on the prize and understand that you're going to have some losses along the way, and the goal is to manage those and not use hope as a strategy. If you keep moving at stop when things don't go your way, that's how you blow up your account. You have to manage the losses. They're just as important as the winners. So all total, I made $92.50 in the 55 minutes. Now, I did not deduct the commissions and fees from that. Now, I'm going to detail one of the 6 trades for you, and you might have guessed I'm going to pick the one where I made $59. Why? Because it's the most winning of the 6, and I have to say it was the most fun, too. Now, this is interesting. I opened the trade with a bracket order, but it did not fill right away. And so I had to get my tasty trade mouse and actually go in there with my order at 13,270.75 and bring that down before it was filled. I moved it down to 13,269. There you go. I get filled on it. Now, the blue circle over in the right margin and the blue circle up top there on the left, that's the live trading price here. Immediately, I got my tasty trade mouse because there was no drawdown on this trade. Prices are dropping like a lead balloon. So I take the tasty trade mouse with my finger on the left mouse button. I hold that down and click and drag it down and let it go. And it moves the stop order down. Now, I'm doing it again already because over in the blue circle there, you see prices are going down. I'm in the 13,261, something around there right now, and well in the money with this trade. And so what I do is get the tasty trade mouse, hold the left mouse button down again, click and drag that sucker, and I get it down to 13,270.50. Now, that's only 1.5 points at $2 a point. So the worst case scenario is I lose $3 on the trade. And when it's break even, I call it a free trade. Nothing's free really, but that's the way I like to think about it. So I get the tasty trade mouse and move it down again. And I'm already trading down in 13,254. So I'm holding that left mouse button down, and I can slide that thing up and down, and it doesn't change anything until I lift the finger off the left mouse button of that tasty trade mouse there. And I like everything here on one screen with tasty trade. That's why I selected it, to help teach beginners and old timers too how to trade these micros. They can be a little tricky sometimes. My stop's down at 13,257. Tasty trade mouse, the left mouse button, I'm holding it down again. I move my stop down to 13,253.25, and already I've got the mouse back out again because the price on this thing is just dropping down almost faster than I can keep up with it, moving my stop. And how easy is that on a trade? Doesn't happen all that often, but sometimes you get a little lucky, or you got the right place in the right time, or something, some combination comes together when you are able to seek out some opportunities, and you get better at it with experience. Now I'm moving the tasty trade mouse down to 13,239.50 right here, and trade's only been 2-3 minutes long, something like that. My job on this trade was easy. I just had to keep moving the stop down. There you go. $59 profit. Yeah, that was fun. By the way, you won't miss any of the new videos we put up on the channel. If you'll subscribe and hit that alarm bell, you'll get a notification. And I need your help on something. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos that are similar or like the one you had today. I tally those. It helps me come up with material to bring to the viewers, and that would be you here. And I appreciate your help on that. If you want to know more about Tasty Trade, the broker we use in all the videos here on the channel, there are over 160 of them now, and you can find a link below the video. Also, links down there for a free trade simulation program, no credit cards or anything required. You can get 2 beginners playlist and lots of other goodies. So check the text below the video if you're new to the channel, and I hope you'll join us in our 20,000 or so subscribers here. I'm Don Singletary, and I hope every day is a payday for you. Thank you.